morning, East Castle Place. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's got their favorite cup of coffee, favorite beverage, and thank you so much for joining me today on this Coffee with Tyler, where I have a few updates for you, as well as just hope everybody's doing well out there. So, take a quick sip here. Alright, well, it's beautiful weather out there. I think I'm filming this on Wednesday, so some storms rolled in last evening, so I hope everybody was able to get some sleep, and it was nice to see the much needed rain help grow that beautiful garden that everybody's got there and growing out in the courtyard. So I encourage you, if you haven't taken a look inside or in the interior courtyard, to please do so. The residents, the garden committee have done a phenomenal job in preparing that. It's going to be gorgeous. It already is. I can't wait to see it in full bloom. So, a couple of updates for you. COVID-19. You will all see a memo today, Thursday, and about COVID-19 and the status. So, we started testing last week of our residents in the health center. Again, that's from Governor Evers' order back in May about testing health center residents, our skilled nursing population. That's in congruence with the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, as well as the Center for Disease Control. That is the most vulnerable population that we have here on campus. So we tested, we received the results, and I'm happy to share with you that none of our employees tested positive for COVID-19. So that was roughly 25 tests that were taken from the health center. All 25 tests did come back negative. So excited about those results. It goes to the testament to the team that interact and care for those individuals directly, and I'm so happy that I'm able to share that with you. This week we started testing our employees. So we have 55 employees that are being tested this week. Of those 55, all 55 are somehow interacting with our resident population on our 4th and 5th floors. The testing is happening right outside my office, which is where I'm filming from. Our Director of Nursing, Ashley Drummond, our Administrator, Lindsay Vigut, as well as a few other health center ancillary staff members are helping complete that testing. The testing is done outside in a tent, much like what other hospitals and other testing stations have been doing, as you've probably seen. We have our own tent, and so far we started testing around 10 o'clock. It's 11:15 right now. We have over 20 employees tested already, and the test results will be sent into our lab, and then we'll be pending those results. Again, we've been taking as strict precautions as possible. We are still monitoring and aggressively managing all of our employees, all of our residents' symptoms. I know that the thought of COVID right now starts a little bit to wane, maybe because of some other recent events. But again, COVID-19 is still a real threat. It is still something that we are actively, vigilantly monitoring, and you'll see that in the memo. So again, the testing with the employees is happening today. If you, like I said last week, as a reminder, if you want to be tested, if you feel strongly that you want to know kind of where you stand from COVID-19 testing, and you're watching this in independent living or water tower, know that your testing will happen however you are in the last group for independent living. After our first wave of employees, we're actually going to go back to essentially we're looking at our memory support neighborhood, since they are the next kind of most vulnerable population. And again, I want to assure you that if somebody is symptomatic or experiencing signs or symptoms of COVID-19, shortness of breath, fever, etc., they go automatically into the test. We are not waiting for that. We are actively monitoring that. We've had employees that have gotten tested off-site, getting those test results from them, and clearing them off of our testing schedule. So again, it's an active process. It's a fluid process. It's something that the health center team and Ashley and Lindsay and Roxanne Farr, our infection control nurse, have come up with. And they've done an incredible job to ensure that we're still able to maintain the safety and security of our residents, all while maintaining our staffing levels and being able to care for the individuals. We do have proper PPE, so our personal protective equipment, the face shields, the face masks, the gowns. We've been fortunate to partner with LCS, our management company, in helping suppliers get those items to us. And so it is something that, again, we are working through and actively managing and monitoring, and feel good about the steps that we've taken. But again, I spoke with a few residents, and again, I'm glad to be to the point where we're at, but it's not a time to lose focus on that. It's not a time to lose emphasis on the proper precautions that you all are taking, that our staff are taking. But again, it is something that we need to vigilantly continue to monitor, and we will manage that. That management of it isn't going to stop in the near future, and so we'll continue to work through this together. I appreciate your patience, I appreciate your understanding, I appreciate your adherence to the restrictions. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that, and together we'll continue to fight and mitigate COVID-19. Whew, that was a mouthful. All right, so on the COVID-19 topic, talk about some of those restrictions. So this week, beginning June 2nd, we opened up the fitness center as well as our PS salon. The salon is open only only in the independent living. Again, Laura, our beautician, is working out of that salon. There was over an 8-page assessment that she had to complete per her salon, as well as our guidance, to open the salon back up. So proper training, proper sanitation, proper protocols to keep you safe and to keep Laura safe, our stylist, and PS Salon, to maintain that safety and security. So again, it is a much more restrictive than being in the salon. We're only allowing one person in that salon. Again, mitigating that congregating, but do know that Laura's gone through additional infection control training and has signed off. The fitness center, big thank you to Willie, our fitness manager, as well as Laura for putting things in place. Thank you to you all for signing up and adhering to that time frame that you've slotted for. Again, this is the initial piece. This is that kind of relaxation of some of those restrictions, all while doing the restrictions safely and keeping some of those things in that it's not just open to everybody. We can't just go back and open the floodgates. Again, it's a very strategic, a very methodical process that we will follow. I am looking that in the near future of opening up other areas, but I first need to see that we're successful in opening in areas that we have relaxed the restrictions on. So again, I'll keep you posted on that. You'll see memos going out in written communication. If you have questions, again, I urge you to give me a call. I urge you to call Laura, call the front desk, call Teresa, call the director team. They're all in the loop. Again, communication is vital. I'm sure I've taken missteps during this time. And again, your communication back to me helps me in closing those loops. So again, if there's something hanging out there, if there's something that I've said that you're like, hey Tyler, I thought you mentioned something, please let me know. I'm happy to have those conversations. Usually the conversations lead into, oh, and by the way, or oh, I feel, thank you, or oh, I'm thankful for being at East Castle Place again. That makes me happy, but more so it allows for our staff to also feel that encouragement. So thank you. I encourage you to keep those conversations with me, with the director team, with the staff. They do need that continued encouragement. As again, we're not done with this just because we're through it. By no means. If you've seen the statistics, obviously Wisconsin hovers right around that 3 to 4% mark, even with the increased testing. And again, our restrictions, our protocols from this employee standpoint have not changed. The memo will state, I urge and need you as residents to continue wearing your face masks in the common areas. That not only protects you, it protects your neighbor, and it protects the staff members. So again, something that we're doing, and something that I ask you to do. Also, not to congregate, maintain social distancing, all of those pieces. We also do not have visitors in place at this point. We are still underneath only the essential caregivers that are allowed in the community underneath our protocols. And again, I do have a plan. I'm not ready to release that plan as of yet, because I want to see again how we do with just the loosening of these of a few of these areas and of some of those restrictions. So again, a couple of those pieces you'll see in the memo. If you have questions, please reach out to myself. Side note, I will be out of the office on Friday. The rest of the director team is here. You can contact Maureen. Send me an email if it's not urgent. Otherwise, the team knows how to get a hold of me. Otherwise, I know that they're more than capable of taking care of you. Again, just so truly blessed to be at East Castle, to be a part of a team that is so awesome, to be a part of the residents that are just incredible. I think I've said it on every single Coffee with Tyler. I'll say it on every Coffee with Tyler. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. I'm blessed. I'm fortunate to work alongside our incredible staff. I'm fortunate to have the fantastic interactions with each and every one of you, and I thank you for that. So, that's the COVID-19 update. I hope that helps. Again, stay strong. This is not a sprint, it is a true marathon. We are changing as we go the processes and kind of what that looks like in preparation for the new norm. But again, we'll work through that together. We're in this together. So that's the COVID-19 update. I hope that was helpful for you all. And again, thank you. I'm just going to take another sip of coffee. All right, so good news. Anna Landis had, if you missed it the last week or 2 weeks, or the announcement, which I hope you haven't, had a beautiful baby boy. Mom, Dad, and Wesley are adjusting to family life. Loving it. Everybody's doing well, so very fortunate there. It's incredible to come in every day and hear the stories of staff. Fortunate to work with and have some of those personal connections with them. The other thing is, I know Laura's been going around with drinks. I want to thank Jen Paskey. Jen is our new Human Resources Director. So Jen, as the Human Resources Director, oversees the employee relations, helps in the hiring process, helps with all things employee related, but she's also done a fantastic job in integrating into the community and coming up with different ideas. It's a fresh perspective. Jen is now on week 6, which is incredible how time flies. But Jen and Laura are coming up with the ideas. So again, thank you to Laura, thank you to Jen, and thank you to Laura's team. Hopefully you're enjoying those different cocktails and happy hours and seeing some faces. Friday we have popcorn coming to your doors through some various team members. So again, I hope you enjoy that. Again, hopefully if you have something that you're missing, if you have an idea, let us know if you haven't already. The Castle Connections. I'm looking around my office right now, a little off camera. I have one. I'll be right back. These Castle Connections. Oh my goodness. They are incredible. Thank you so much. I want these to continue even after we're through all of this. Again, this is what I look forward to on Friday mornings. It's like my Friday morning newspaper. I sit down with a cup of coffee in my office, and I don't turn on my computer, which I usually do in the morning. I literally take this from my mailbox because Laura provides it to me. I sit down and I read. And it's almost like my little Friday meditation. And there's such great articles. You all are incredibly talented. It's a talent that I do not have. I am not a writer, but it is absolutely incredible to hear the poems, the different ideas, the different thoughts that you all provide. So please keep them coming. it helps me. And again, I hope you see that it helps you as well. I hope you see your fellow neighbors doing something. We pass this along to our board members as well as to you know, we've submitted it to a couple of other prospects that are looking to come to East Castle Place. So again, thank you. This is truly awesome. I want that to continue. It makes me so happy when I'm able to come in and read that. So thank you. Keep it up. Also, a couple new neighbors. If you're watching, Miss Janet Nordstrom, although she's not new anymore, she moved in earlier May. She joins us, and she's in the Contemporary building, so welcome to Miss Nordstrom. If you haven't had the chance, which I know many of you did, please give her the warm East Castle Place welcome. We also have a couple more residents moving in June, and so again, want to just take a brief segue to talk about how we've changed that process. And so the individuals that are coming into the apartments, into independent living, so to speak, we sit down with the moving companies. We make sure that they go through the exact same protocols that any employee goes through. So their temperature's checked day up, they have to go through the questionnaire, etc., etc. Once they pass all that, then they have a strict route that they have to go to. That strict route is usually through the underground garage, and so then it's from there it goes up to the unit and then basically back down. We try and mitigate the common areas. We also ask the new residents coming in that they stay isolated to their apartments for 14 days. That's for the protection of themselves as well as others. And although all of the residents that have moved in are never experienced signs or symptoms and have passed the questionnaires, we still ask that they, you know, maintain that because they are coming from the outside community. So again, just so that you're aware, one, that they're not being cold, that you aren't being cold-shouldered, because I know, and that's never come up. But again, I know how welcoming you all are to new residents, but they are asked to stay in their apartments for that period. That's something that I'm looking at actually probably extending well beyond this, again, just for the safety and security of the community at large. But again, just wanting to put you a little bit at ease if you are having those questions about move-ins. We have similar processes in our water tower, our CBRF, and our health center as we continue to serve the greater community as well as serve you, our very own East Castle residents. Speaking of the garage, Eric and the team, I'm sure you received that memo, are taking care of the garage. So if you're watching this on Thursday, the water tower residents that park in that water tower parking garage, thank you for moving your cars. Your cars can return at 5, I think maybe noon, 5 o'clock, I forget what we said. Check the memo. But you'll come to a clean garage. I also want to give a huge shout out to our maintenance crew. The crew power washed it themselves. They fixed the light fixtures. They cleaned out some of the storage areas just so that we can have that fresh garage feel. Our painters repainting the lines, painting the numbers so that we can have a good garage clean. Thank you as well for your patience because I know many of you asked about that during the winter time. It's much needed, it was overdue, and so Eric and the team need to be commended. So if you see one of the maintenance guys, the maintenance team members, please give them a pat on the back, a social pat of course, and just a thank you for that. Next week starts the contemporary part of the parking garage. So again, we'll ask you to move to the parking lot, your cars, for that 2-day period, and then the team will do the exact same. Clean it up, paint the lines, and then we'll be able to park your cars back into a clean garage. So again, thank you to the undertaking of Eric and the team for taking care of that, and hopefully you're all able to enjoy that. In the same vein, landscaping, I've mentioned it a couple times. You know, the landscaping needs to improve. Our KEI, our team knows that. I was not happy actually 2 days ago when I saw our lawn get too long. I take pride in the appearance of East Castle Place. That's something that I hope you all are also take pride in because our campus is gorgeous. and you do take pride in that. I know that because of your interior courtyards. One thing that I didn't like, and again, it's getting through the bumps in the road, and I know we're on a much better path, but the length of the grass was much too long to my liking. I also told you that we'd be getting mulch. Took a little bit too long, but we have mulch now, so I hope you're able to see that. They still have some cleanup to do. So again, the landscaping company that we worked with last year is the same landscaping company that we're working with this year. And do know that I had a good meeting with them, and they are responsive. They take pride in their work as well. They're a good partner, so we just got to work through some of those bumps in the road. So again, appreciate your patience. Nobody mentioned anything about the landscaping. It's more, I guess, my expectations, as well as I think it should be yours. So again, we have a beautiful campus. We have a beautiful community, inside and out. And so spring, summer is the time for us to expound on that. It's to really just, take the steps to show who East Castle Place is. And it's a beautiful community. And so with that, that was the update on a few ancillary items. Other than that, I'm racking my brain if there's anything I missed. If there are questions from the state of the castle, please let me know. We'll be doing another one, unfortunately, virtually yet this month for the month of June, so look for that in your mailboxes. And again, thank you so much. Thank you for what you do for me. The Castle Connections is just that small piece. I truly enjoy being the executive director. I truly enjoy being, for you, allowing me to be a part of your day, whether you're watching this today or just being a part of the community. It's incredible. It's days and it's times like these where, again, I reflect, and as much as the craziness might be out in the world, and as much as, what's going on outside, as we all know, is going on in every area, whether that's your personal life, whether that's your kids' lives, etc., etc. It's nice to know that East Castle Place is here, and I appreciate that, and I hope you do as well. So again, thank you so much. I remain optimistic, and I remain so appreciative of your efforts, of our employees' efforts, of East Castle Place Strong. That is something that I love to still say, as we are ECP Strong. That's what's on my water bottle that I will transition to. You all need to stay hydrated as well. All right, that's my one kind of challenge to you. Please do stay hydrated. The times are getting warm. We had a record high, obviously, yesterday, touching the 90s and above. I think we're in for a cool down back into the 70s, but regardless, I know so many of you are active, especially our gardeners, especially those that are taking walks. Please do that. Stay active, stay healthy, but do not forget to drink water. Water is so crucial. I know you may not be thirsty, so it may be forced, but please do. I ask you, I need to do a better job, but let's do that together. Hold me accountable and say, hey Tyler, have you had your cup of water? I'll do the same for you, all right? So again, stay hydrated. It's a hot one out there. Even when it's not hot, it's important to stay hydrated. I think I have a couple nurses that might be watching this out there that might agree with me. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. Again, I'm so glad that you took the time today to sit down with me to get an update. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you. So with that, I'll sign off with a sip. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's a beautiful day out there. Enjoy at East Castle Place.